You know, every great product, every single world-changing service, it all starts as a simple idea. But the journey of that idea, from just a spark in someone's brain to a real thing in the world, well, that journey has been completely supercharged. Today, we're going to explore the modern life of an idea. And trust me, it's changing absolutely everything.
Okay, so we've all heard this classic quote from Thomas Edison, right? It's the ultimate motto for persistence. It speaks to that slow, grinding, and let's be honest, often super frustrating path of innovation. It really represents a world where every single step forward took a ton of physical effort and meant hitting countless dead ends.
And that one question, changes the entire game. We're shifting from a world of manual trial and error to one where we can create and iterate almost instantaneously. It's a massive, seismic shift, and it all starts with that one little spark.
So let's start at the very beginning, because no matter how advanced our tech gets, every single innovation that changes our world begins as a simple, fragile thought. The formal, kind of fancy term for this is ideation. And as you can see, it's not just about having the idea. It's the whole creative shebang, generating it, fleshing it out, and finally getting it out into the world. You can really think of it as the engine that drives all human progress.
And look, this isn't some stuffy, abstract corporate process. It is deeply human. It's that classic aha moment in the shower, right? Or that sudden vision you have to scribble down on a napkin or, the back of a coaster before it just vanishes. But for most ideas, this is also where the journey ends.
Which brings us to a pretty grim place. We need to talk about where the vast majority of those brilliant little sparks go to die. It's a place every creator, every innovator knows all too well, even if we don't like to admit it.
Yeah, the boneyard of ideas. What a powerful metaphor, right? It just perfectly captures this tough reality we've all experienced. It's this huge, sprawling landscape of amazing potential that was just never realized. So what exactly sends our best ideas there?
What's so wild about this list is just how practical these reasons are. It's hardly ever about the quality of the idea itself. It's almost always a lack of resources. You don't have a team, you don't have a business model, no funding, and maybe the biggest one, you just don't have the time. You can't even get the thing to an MVP, a minimally viable product, the most basic version you can release before you just completely run out of steam.
So for decades, this was the big challenge, right? How do you get an idea off the ground? How do you escape that static initial phase where it's just a bunch of notes on a piece of paper? Well, the first huge leap forward was when we started moving from atoms to bits.
And wow, this chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? Paper-based ideas are slow. They get outdated fast. I mean, the second you print or email that 100-page document, it's basically a fossil. But web-based ideas? They're dynamic. They're living, breathing things that can be updated constantly, shared instantly, and built for people to collaborate in real time.
And the efficiency here it's just mind-boggling. Seriously, think about it. A simple web address, less than 200 characters of data, can unlock years of work, countless updates, and collaboration with anyone, anywhere. It's an incredible example of just how powerful digital can be, where a tiny little input gives you these massive compounding benefits over time. But even that was just the warm-up act.
Because that leap was just the beginning. Now, we are entering a totally new era. We're moving from just improving things to accelerating them exponentially. And it's all thanks to artificial intelligence.
Okay, so the traditional life cycle for an idea was pretty logical. It followed these 4 steps. You have the idea, you elaborate on it, you iterate with feedback, and then you present it. Simple enough. But now, AI has just dropped this 5th, totally game-changing step right at the end. The idea in a prompt. And this is where things get truly wild.
And the really crazy part is just how simple this can be. I mean, look at this prompt. It's conversational, it's creative, it's literally just asking for a story about these Luddite dinosaurs stuck in old paper-based habits. This isn't complex code. It's a story request you could tell a friend. And the result of that simple prompt? It's nothing short of transformative. An old blog post from 2021, an idea that was pretty much dead and buried in that digital boneyard, was instantly resurrected as a full-on animated video. This is the power of the AI accelerator, breathing new life into old ideas with just the press of a button.
Okay, but with all this incredible new power comes a really, really big problem. When anyone can generate pretty much anything, from text to images to video, with a simple prompt, how on earth do we know what to trust anymore?
We're basically living in an information jungle now. It's dense, it's chaotic, and it's full of things that look totally real but might not be. The old ways we used to verify information just aren't enough anymore. We need a new framework.
And that new framework starts with this idea: digital ethos. You see, in the past, credibility was tied to things like your job title or what university you went to. Now, it's about your entire online identity, the sum of your whole digital footprint. It's way more fluid, it can even be anonymous, and it forces us to look for completely new clues to figure out if we can trust a source.
So, how do we actually evaluate this digital ethos? Well, thankfully, there's a pretty memorable tool for this: the CRAP test. Yes, you heard me right. It's an acronym that gives us a super powerful checklist. Is it current? Is it relevant to what you need? Who has the authority here? Is it accurate? And finally, what's its purpose? Why does this information even exist? It's a simple but crucial framework for getting through that information jungle.
And a lot of the time, the clues you need are just hiding in plain sight. Let's just take authority from our test for a second. You can learn so much just by looking at a URL. For instance, notice the difference between Microsoft.com and, say, Microsoft.blog.com. One is an official company domain, the other could literally be anyone. That one tiny detail tells you a huge story about who actually owns the information.
And all of this brings us to one final huge thought. The journey of an idea has been squeezed down from years of struggle into just a few minutes of computation. AI can help us generate the idea, build the product, and yeah, even create the very explainer you're watching right now. So the most important human skill is shifting. It's not just about how to create something anymore, it's about why. Your new job, our new job, is to ask the most critical question of all: should it exist?